Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Worthy One, the Supremely Enlightened One. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Homage to our teacher, most venerable Pinnacle Bhujan Mahansi. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Right, so we discussed last time the way to collect good karma, right? So the way to collect good merit. So now we want to continue on that one, and also good karma and bad karma, and what are the result of good karma and what are the result of bad karma. Then people had a lot of questions about that collecting, how to collect good karma. Now today we are going to discuss a little bit more about how to collect good karma. And mainly we can collect good karma as per Buddha's teachings in this way. Okay. The main ways to collect good karma: dana, practicing generosity. Okay. Then sila, virtues. Then after that, bhavana. This is called meditation. Okay. So the way to collect merits: dana, sila, bhavana. Practicing generosity, you can practice, you can give that we'll discuss in detail that the importance of practicing generosity, and with the suttas, right? So, and there are so many suttas about the practicing generosity. We are going to discuss those things. And virtues. So sila, Buddha explained that it is very important you practice always, you protect 5 precepts, right? So, and once a month in a poor day, full moon day, you practice 8 precepts. So we are going to discuss the precepts, and also in addition to 5 precepts, you can practice 5 precepts, but the third precepts you observe celibate life, right? Abstain from incelibacy, abstain from killing, abstain from stealing, abstain from incelibacy, abstain from telling lies, abstain from taking intoxicating drinks and drugs. So then after that, Ajivattamga Sila and 8 precepts, right? So we are going to discuss about that meditation. So we practice meditation every day, like 30 minutes, 25 minutes. So loving kindness meditation, impermanent meditation, breathing meditation, calmness of the body meditation, all kind of meditation. When you practice those things, you collect good karma. Okay. Okay. Now, if I go to next slide, that there are other ways. The other way is to collect good karma. So when you listen to the Dhamma, Buddha's teaching, so you will collect good karma, Dhamma, good karma, right? And so if you have Dhamma discussion, you discuss the Dhamma with others. Okay. So when you discuss, it is not an argument, but it's discussion. Okay. How that Buddha explain this one, how that Buddha, I don't understand this one, and you can ask questions, right? So that's the Dhamma discussion. Another one is veneration to stupas and bodhi trees. If you come here, you can see the stupas. But those stupas means Buddha's relics stored in that stupas. Sometimes people call pagoda. So you can venerate, and by veneration, and also you can offer lamps, flowers. You can collect good karma, and also Bodhi tree. So we have sapling of Bodhi tree, Buddha attained Parinibbana under the Bodhi tree. So we respect that as our teacher, and you can collect good karma. And other way, you can volunteer in the monastery. You can come here and you can do some work. Like today, some people came here, they do some work, right? So sweeping and cleaning and arranging the stuff very well. Or there is a public place, right? Public place means that some people come here to meditate, learn Dhamma. So that is also that collecting merit, volunteering in the monastery. And even if you help uh, in your home, you are collecting good karma. Also, that's a great way to helping sick people and adults if they need some help. So you can help them. Okay, so that's the way to collect good karma. If we go more, and that's another way to collect good karma. Taking care of parents when you grown up. When we were small, our parents protected us. When we were grown up, so we can take care of our parents, right? Look after them and treat them, and if they are sick, so you can treat them. So another way to collect merits, respecting monks, and monks are having higher precepts, 227 precepts, basic precepts, and respecting, and also respecting adults, those who are older than you, so you respect, right? So, and taking care of family. You have sons and daughters, and you take care of your family, or some sons and daughters, if they have kids, they take care of them. They have parents, they taking care of them. And also another things are respecting the law in that country. At the particular country, there's law, so we have to respect that. We have to obey the law. And another way to collect merit, protecting environment. Okay, if you help to protect the environment, that means that is also a good karma, because there are so many people, beings are living in this environment. If we are going to destroy the environment, that we are going to disturb others. So protecting environment is also a very important thing. So that's why that protecting environment, we have organization called We Care for You. We do community cleanup, right? So we go outside on Kennedy Road, and all the teenagers and all together, we clean the Kennedy Road, because we think all the neighbors, they should live happily without any garbage, all those things. They are having a nice scenery, right? So when we keep the land very nicely, so that means that people have happy mind. Okay, that when you come to monastery, if there the cushions are not any order, so you don't have to ask anyone. So you arrange nicely. So when people see that if something is nicely arranged, so uh, they are they have peaceful mind, right? Protecting the environment. And there's also other way of collecting. Then would explain this one. So if somebody can grow trees, build roads, bridges, ponds for public, right? So would explain that if somebody can grow trees, he is collecting merit 24 hours continuously, because he grow trees not only for him but for others, and build roads, right, to use the public, and bridges and ponds or wells. So those are the way that you can 24 hours you can collect good karma by doing those things, right? So these are the way we can collect good karma. Now we are going to concentrate on dana, practicing generosity, right? So what the Buddha explaining about the practicing generosity? We are going to discuss about the one of the sutta Buddha explained is called Velama Sutta. Velama Sutta. It is in Anguttara Nikaya. So when this was preaching, Supreme Buddha was staying at Savatthi in Jeta's Grove and Anathapindika's park. Then the household Anathapindika. Anathapindika is the one uh, who built the monastery for Supreme Buddha is Anathapindika. He went to see the Anathapindika approached the Blessed One, and he went to see the Buddha and paid homage to him and sat down to one side, right? Anathapindika Brahmin. Now, this time he already completed the monastery, and he offered to the Buddha. Then Buddha is there. Okay. Then he went to see the Buddha, and when he went to see the Buddha, Buddha asked him, "Are alms given in your family household? Are you still practicing generosity in your household?" Right? Alms are given in my family, Bhante, but they consist of broken rice and accompanied by rice gruel. Right? So what happened? Anathapindika Brahmin was a banker. When he became the Supreme Buddha's uh, disciple, people borrowed money, by his bank. He was charging very small amount of percentage. People borrowed money, but they refused to give the money back, right? So therefore, that people were having some because Anathapindika Brahmin, he was very rich person. He became very poor, but however, he has alms hole in his house every day. So monks used to go there to have alms, the food, but he did not stop giving alms. But however, he did not have to give the very tasty one. He gave that the broken rice is that a very small piece of rice that it is not very expensive, and rural rice, that means uh, uh, broken rice accompanied by rice rural, that means some kind of curries without any salt, right? It is not the tasty one because he was giving that. Okay, but he did not go behind the people to ask for money. But he became poor, but he did not stop giving. Okay, then Buddha is explaining, if householder one gives alms, coarse or excellent, good one or bad ones, and one gives disrespectfully, gives inconsiderately, right? Does not give with one's own hand, right? He put some others to give, that he does not like to practice generosity from his own hand. Gives what would be discarded, that the things, not the new ones. When people give that donations to others, so they practice generosity, they give that the older ones. They want to give the clothes, they give that used ones, older ones, that they think they cannot use them. Gives what would be discarded, gives without a view of future consequences. They do not expect that there's a result of this giving, but they give, but only to the bad things, and disrespectfully, and the things we're supposed to throw out, they give. Then wherever the result of that gift is produced for one's mind does not incline towards the enjoyment of superb food. What will happen there? Somebody gave that disrespectfully, and it is not the tasty one. Even though he get, as a result of that good karma, he get good food, but he does not have a mind to enjoy that super food. Not towards the enjoyment of superb clothing, right? He does not, even though he has that good clothing, he does not like to dress that cloth because he did not practice generosity really well, right? We had some people, we have some people in the past, even the present days, there are some people. In Sri Lanka, we have some people, they are very rich, but they don't dress properly, right? They are like a, it is some person, he was very well-known person in Sri Lanka. And when he is going to the store, people used to give that money to him because they thought this is the beggar is coming because he does not dress properly. And no towards the enjoyment of superb vehicle. They like to use that old vehicle. No towards the enjoyment of whatever is superb among the five objects of sensual pleasure. Right? So the things, good things to see, good things to hear, good things to smell, taste, and touch. Also, one's children and wives, and one's slaves, servants, and workers do not want to listen to one, do not lend an ear. So they do somebody who practice uh, the generosity bad way. So as a result of that, their parents, their children does not listen to them. Servants does not listen to them, and do not apply their minds to understand. Don't even consider what they are saying. For what reason? Just this is the result of action that are done disrespectfully. Whatever you did that disrespectfully, it will come back to you. Okay. So another way, if householder one gives alms with a cause or excellence, what whatever he has is this for is a maximum amount. Now, another Pindigo Brahmin, he does not have money to give the good things, right? When he had the good things, he gave the good things, and one gives respectfully. But however, course of excellent, he gives respectfully, gives considerately, gives with one's own hand. Okay, gives what would not be discarded, gives with a view of future consequences. Right, so they give the new things and not the things the old. But he knows that as a result of that, he will get a good karma. Then, wherever the result of the gift is produced for one, one's mind inclines toward the enjoyment of superb food. As a result of he practiced that generosity, he did the excellent way, so he has a mind to enjoy the superb food. As a result of that, he has the mind to enjoyment of superb clothing. Okay, towards the enjoyment of superb vehicles, towards the enjoyment of whatever is superb among the five objects of sensual pleasures. Right, so he has a mind to see the good things, hear, smell, taste, and touch. Right, so it doesn't mean that he has money and he has a he can afford a very good beds, but he does not like to do that. He likes to sleep on the very old beds. Not because of he is having eight precepts, right? So because as a result of his bad karma, whatever he practiced. Also, one's children and wives and one's slaves, servants and workers want to listen to one, lend an ear. So their wives or husband or that their children, they like to listen them, right? So and they try to understand what he is saying. For what reason? Just this is the result of actions that are done respectfully, right? So that's the reason. Now, Supremda is explaining here the past, previous lives. Something happened. In the past, householder, there was a Brahmin named Velama. This is a Velama Sutta because of the Buddha is explaining about Velama Brahmin. He gave such a great alms offering as this. So he gives such a great offerings, right? 84,000 golden bowls filled with silver. he gave away 84,000, right, balls. And next one, he gave 84,000 silver balls filled with gold. Right? So then after that, he gave 84,000 bronze balls filled with bullion. So that in Pali and single translate explains, he gave um, that silver ball, uh, go, silver ball filled with the silver that unpurified ones, right? Then 84,000 elephants with golden ornaments, golden banners covered with nets of gold thread. So well decorated, 84,000 elephants. So 84,000 chariots with upholstery of lion skins. So inside there's lion skin and tiger skins, leopard skins, and saffron dyed blanket with golden ornament, golden banners covered with the nets of golden threads. It's nicely decorated that chariot. Then 84,000 milk cows with jute tethers and bronze pails. 80,000 milk cows. 84,000. Then 84,000 maidens adorned with jeweled earrings, right? So the girls, nicely dressed with the golden ornaments, he gave 84,000 maidens. 84,000 couches spread with rugs, blankets, and covers with excellent coverings of antelope hide, with the canopies and red blosters at the both ends. Like this kind of a very comfortable one, 84,000 coatis of cloth made of fine linen, fine silk, fine wool, and fine cotton. Right, 84,000 coatis. Okay, how much more of food and drink, snacks, meals, refreshments, and beverages? So he gave uh, like a like a river, flowing river. It seems to be flowing like rivers. So this is very great giving, right? He did everything 84,000. Then is asking from household that Anathapindika Brahmin, Anathapindika householder. So you might think householder, he has someone else, the Brahmin Velama, who on that occasion gave that great alms offering, right? But you should not look at it in such a way. I myself was the Brahmin Velama who on that occasion gave that great alms offering. On the previous life, Buddha practiced generosity this way. So he said that don't think that it was someone else. It was me. Give this great alms gifts as a Velam Brahmin. So then now Buddha is going to explain now householder that alms offering, there was no one worthy of offerings, right? No one who purified the offerings. Even more fruitful than the great alms giving that Brahman Vilam gave would be. So whatever that Vilam Brahmin was offering, it was not purified, right? It is not, he did not get much good karma by offering that one. That's why it is, there's no offering that he gave all those things, not the people having highest precepts, right? So people are protecting precepts. That's why it is not purified, right? It is not purified that giving, and it is not worthy. It did not collected good karma by giving that enormous amount of good karma. But he collected karma, but it's not worthy of offerings. Now Buddha is explaining that how these good karma will be more fruitful. Okay, even more fruitful than the great alms offering that the Brahmin Velam gave. Would it be to feed one person accomplished in the view? Somebody who is having the view, who is following the path to be stream entrant, right? That is a who person accomplished in the view, right? It is more fruitful. He is giving 84,000 to 84,000 people, so each and every one. But it was not that much pure worthy of offerings. But if he had given that one to one person who is following the path to be stream entrant, right? It is more fruitful. Also, he's explained now, even more fruitful than the great alms offering that the Brahmi Velam gave. The feeding 100% accomplished in view, would it be to feed one once returner? So if he is giving that dana to 100% who is following the path to be stream entrant, right? So from that dana is not fruitful, but if he gave dana to once returner, one once returner, it is more fruitful, right? So somebody is 100 people, he gave dana to 100 people, those who are following to be stream entrant. But he gave dana to one person who became stream entrant, right? That dana is more powerful than that 100 dana, 100 offerings to those who are following to be stream entrant. Then after that, he is explaining even more fruitful than the great alms offering that the Brahmin Velam gave and feeding 100 once returners. He's saying that he's giving dana or offerings to 100 once returner. Would it be to feed one non-returner, right? Sakudagami. So even though he gave one dana to one non-returner, it is more fruitful than uh, giving dana or giving offering to 100 once returners, 100 sotapannas, 100 one returners, right? Even more fruitful than feeding the 100 non-returners would be feed to one. So if he give dana to 100 once returner, so and he give dana to one non-returner, which one is more fruitful? Is one non-returner dana is more fruitful than giving the 100 once returner, right? So if we go a little bit further, even more fruitful than feeding 100 non-returners, would it be to feed one arahant? So if he gave dana or feeding or food to one arahant, Bhante, this dana is more fruitful than feeding to 100 non-returners. Okay. Then after that, is explaining feeding 100 arahants. Would it be to feed one Pacheka Buddha? Feeding or giving dana to one Pacheka Buddha is more fruitful than giving 100 arahants. Even more fruitful than feeding to 100 Pacheka Buddhas, would it be feed to Tathagata? So, if he's giving 100 Pacheka Buddhas, and if he's giving dana to one Tathagata, that dana, he's giving that one dana, one offering to Tathagata or Supreme Buddha, it is more fruitful than giving 100 Pacheka Buddhas, right? The Arahant, the perfectly enlightened one. Would it be would would it be to feed the sangha of bhikkhus headed by the Buddha? Uh, so it is more fruitful than giving the Buddha. If somebody gave dana practicing generosity to Supreme Buddha, headed by Supreme Buddha, and all the coming to Sangha, it is more fruitful, right? So and it will be more fruitful than build a kuti, a dwelling, and dedicated to the Sangha of 4 quarters, those who are coming from 4 directions. If somebody offered and some kuti to Sangha, it is more fruitful than giving that food to Supreme Buddha and all the community of monks. Okay. And would it be more, would it be for one with the mind of confidence to go for refuge to Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha? If somebody went refuge Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha, it is more fruitful than offering the kuti or room to 4 quarters of Sangha. Okay. And would it be for one with the mind of confidence to undertake the 5 training rules? Somebody is taking 5 training rules after going refuge Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha to abstain from destruction of life, abstain from taking what is not given, not stealing, abstain from sexual misconduct, abstain from false speech, abstain from liquor, wine, and intoxicants, the basis for heedlessness, right? So it is more fruitful. Somebody who is following 5 precepts. Even for more fruitful would it be to develop a mind of loving kindness, even for the time it takes to pull a cow's udder. Right? If you are taking milk from the cow, at that time, if you practice loving kindness meditation, it is more fruitful than practicing 5 precepts. Okay. After saying all those things, Buddha is saying now, even more fruitful householder than great alms offering that the Brahmin Velama gave, and feeding one person accomplishing view, and feeding 100% accomplishing view, and feeding once returner, and feeding 100 once returner, and feeding one non-returner, and feeding 100 non-returners, and feeding one arahants, feeding 100 arahants, and feeding one Pachaka Buddha, and feeding 100 Pachaka Buddhas, and feeding the Tathagata, the Arahant, and the perfect enlightened one, and feeding the Sangha of bhikkhus led by the Buddha, and building a dwelling dedicated to the Sangha of the 4 quarters, and for one with the mind of confidence to go for refuge Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha, and for with the mind of confidence to undertake the 5 training rules to abstain from destruction of life, and abstain from lying, abstain from stealing, abstain from abstain from sexual misconduct, abstain from lying, abstain from taking intoxicating drinks and drugs, and for one to develop the mind of loving kindness, even for the time of it takes to pull a cow's udder. Would it be to develop the perception of impermanence just for the time of a finger snap, right? So if somebody is following the time of finger snap, that the impermanent meditation, perception of impermanence, that merit is more powerful than all these other things. Why is that? So that karma is developing to that good karma is developing to escape from this long journey of samsara, right? So all other karmas, it is exceeding that the good karma. How much time? This is a time of finger snap, right? I is impermanent. That time, forms are impermanent, right? When you practice that meditation, everybody is saying developing impermanence, right? That's a great way and practicing meditation. But in order to collect good karma, we have to do all the things. Practicing generosity, practicing precepts, and practicing meditation. And giving up, without practicing generosity, without practicing precepts, no point of practicing meditation. You cannot keep that. Okay. So we have to do all these three things: practicing generosity, and practicing uh, precepts, and practicing meditation. Okay. And it doesn't mean that, oh, I have practiced only impermanent meditation. You have practiced loving kindness meditation. You have practiced impermanent meditation. But results are different. Because for the some people, if their personality is always getting angry, you should practice loving kindness meditation as well. More and more loving kindness meditation. Okay, so as a summary of the sutta, so Velama because Anathapindika Brahmin went to see the Buddha. That time, Anathapindika Brahmin was very poor. But however, he did not stop practicing generosity. He used to give dana to all the monks and to everyone, but it was not a tasty one. The Buddha explained that it is important that he is giving that whatever he has with the respect and his own hand, and the things that he is throwing out. And so there's a result of that. Then after that, Buddha explained there was a Velam Brahmin in the past. He gave great than 84,000 golden bowls filled with silver, 84,000 silver bowls filled with gold, and 84,000 against silver bowl with the filled with raw silver, and 84,000 beds, 84,000 elephants, 84,000 that chariots, 84,000 girls, and like he cannot even count, he gave like a river, but he was saying that dana, that generosity is not fruitful. And he's explained, that if he practiced the generosity for one person who has view, that means who is following the path of to be stream entrant, that dana is more fruitful than that giving all the 84,000 things. And after that, he's explaining, right? So if we give that 100 person who is following the path to be stream entrant, that dana or more powerful, or he give one person who became stream entrant. The dana he gave one person who became stream entrant. Then after that, he is explaining, he is giving 100 people, those who became stream entrant. So if he gave that one dana to non-returner, once returner, it is more fruitful. If he gave 100 once returner, that and one dana to non-returner, that dana non-returner one dana is more fruitful. If we give one dana to arahants and 100 dana to non-returners, that one dana to arahants is more fruitful. If we gave 100 dana to arahants and one dana to Pachaka Buddha, that Pachaka Buddha's dana is more fruitful. If we gave 100 Pachaka Buddhas and one dana to Supreme Buddha, that Supreme Buddha's dana is more fruitful. And if you give that Supreme Buddha headed by all the committee of Sangha, and if you give that dana is more fruitful. And again, if we gave the kuti to Mahasangha, all the community of monks coming from 4 directions, if we give that kuti, or for the kuti, that is more powerful, good karma. And somebody who went refuge Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha, that karma is more fruitful, more powerful. If somebody observe 5 precepts, it is more powerful, right? So now it comes dana after Supreme Buddha. Then after that, it goes to sila, the precepts. Then after that, it goes to meditation. You see that in that the sutta. Then it is more fruitful if you practice loving kindness meditation, the time of you take the milk from a cow. Then if you practice impermanent meditation, the time of a finger snap, that karma is more powerful. This is the sutta. Okay, let's start the merit with from Earth Deva to Aknitaram Devas, our friendly Devas. May all Devas be rejoice in this merit. May all Devas be fortunate to understand Four Noble Truths in this Gautam Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. May our teacher, Pinmat Lagusan Vansari, rejoice in this merit. May our Pinmat Lagusan say, and all the monks around the world rejoice in this merit. May all of them have long life, be happy, be healthy, be peaceful. May all of them be fortunate to understand Four Noble Truths in this Gautam Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. May all of you and all of your family members, all of your children, all of your relatives rejoice in this merit. May all of you have long life, be happy, be healthy, be peaceful. May all the fortune come your way by the power of Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha, by the power of merit we collected today. May all of you have well-being. May all of you be fortunate to understand Four Noble Truths in this Gautam Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Now Bhante is chanting verses of blessing. Everybody worship. අභිවාදන සීලිස්ස නිච්ඡං වද්දාපචායිනෝ චත්තාරෝ ධම්මා වඩන්ති ආයුවන්නෝ සුඛං බලං ආයුරාෝග්‍ය සම්පatti සග්ග සම්පatti මේවච අතෝ නිපාන සම්පatti නාතේ සමිජ්ජතු. May the triple bless you all. තෙරුවන් සරණයි. නමෝ බුද්ධාය. නමෝ බුද්ධාය.